Hello everyone, my name is Shalise Lambert and I will be doing my peer review. This would be for Emmanuel Sese. Originally the person that comes right after me did not submit an assignment, so therefore I would go with the next person in line who actually did. And I have the privilege of doing that for Emmanuel. So I was actually really impressed by a lot of the shots that you got here in the first sequence, as I am currently reviewing the video here. And just looking at how you did the first shot and then you did a close-up there with the girl reaching for the cup. And then when you cut to the third shot in that sequence, the opening of the refrigerator on that pan shot, it kind of cut the screen in half, which is like terribly distracting. I know that working with photography and working with videography, it's very important to be careful of those lines that kind of cut the screen in half. But overall, for the first sequence, I think this is a great job in capturing her opening the refrigerator, getting out a glass, and pouring something to drink. I really like what you've done with this shots, and I can see that you have a really good concept of what's required of us in this course. I can see too, you are very careful to maintain that 180-degree angle that we were talking about and making sure that you don't break the rules for that. So really good job on the first sequence from what I can see so far. As well as your pan shots, your tilt shots and your close-ups, those were really well captured and keeping the space contained in that natural frame that you have there. I'm looking over the second sequence here, and this one is a bit different from the very first one. I like the natural shot that you started off with, like shooting behind the grass that looks like a plant of some sort there. And the next shot is a close-up of the subject as she's getting prepared to run. And then in the next shot, you see her getting up and taking place. Now, based on the feedback I received from Phil, my understanding of 100-degree angles are a lot different. So I do understand that that was breaking somewhat of a 180-degree angle because you're starting on her left side and then you ended up on her right side, and that will be breaking the rule kind of, to making sure you're maintaining that. Really good job again at getting the camera angles, and I know the 180-degree angle is so tricky. I know it's tricky for me, so just making sure you're maintaining, if you start on the right side, you end up on the right side as well. And going into the last sequence that you have, I just wanted to point out that I do love the incoming of the car pulling in. That was really well captured there. And that one shot where like they're walking into the laundromat, that one was kind of like wide frame. That was a perfect opportunity to do the line shot there. The next scene goes to a close-up of the wheel of the laundry basket, the laundry cart rolling on the ground. Again, the video quality, I really like it. I think you put a lot of thought into your close-ups and into angling the camera so that you're sure to capture a really good idea of what's taking place from shot to shot. And then it ends on the washing machine. The close-up was really good. The very last shot was just kind of like, it's like, okay. I think one of the main things that Phil gave me as well to take away with that was doing stills or like doing things like a picture or them waiting or watching the laundry detergent or just panning across and seeing like what's going on, or doing like a close-up of the top of the machine, like the spinning of the washing machine. That would have been a great beginning shot. An ending shot, it was just kind of like, I just didn't feel like it flowed well with the rest of the sequence. Again, I love what you've done with your sequences. That last shot was just kind of like a little off. It was offsetting for the rest of the sequence. It was just kind of like thrown in there. But Again, overall, great job, as well as maintaining, for the most part, maintaining that 180 degree angling on the camera. I also think that you did a really good job overall capturing each scene and your sequences and putting them together. Just make sure, again, if you're starting off on the right side, you're ending up on the right side, avoiding objects that can cut the camera in half. Um, and also making sure that you utilize everything around you. So, like, I got the feedback from Phil that if you put, like, view the clock on the wall, or if you decide to do a close up of the sign or something like that, those are all good things to utilize when doing your sequences. And I think the significance of shooting for your sequence is making sure you have enough video footage to input in the story you're trying to tell while you're capturing these different shots. And you get the overall idea. So from the first sequence, you have the person who's reaching for a glass and pouring something to drink. In the second sequence, where she's getting ready to kick this bottle of water. At first, it looks like she was going to run, and then it went to her getting kicking the bottle of water. Then the last sequence is, of course, obviously them going to wash clothes. So really good job at capturing the overall idea of what your scenes were about. Um, I would say the camera, for the most part, stayed focused. There's a little vibration, but I understand. um, the natural lighting worked really well with your shots as well. And I think, again, I think you did a really good job overall with capturing your sequences. So that will be my feedback for you, Emmanuel. I do wish you the best of luck going forward, and I hope you have a great, successful career in whatever you choose to do.